conservator of forest, they had to actually, assess a fact of, these Oman pipelines, they were being drawn across a kind of sanctuary in the part of this Kutch area in Gujarat. So it was a question of balancing the fact that which was more important. Was it the pipeline from the single point moving area in the high sea to the crude oil terminal at Vadina, passing through that part, which had brought in additional economic activity? On the other hand, the question was this ecologically sensitive area that is designated as a marine sanctuary that was called into question in the case. Because in the previous paper also it has been shown, and here also we can see that the marine ecology is generally one is directly related to the other. In the sense that it's a very long area. The pipeline was supposed to go down in the sort of huge respective area concerned, and a lot of so-called organisms within this particular habitat, they were directly linked up.
Has it been recognized as SEZ?
Yeah, I mean, it was recognized as SEZ, but at that time the SEZ Act was not in place. So it was India's exit policy and India's other so-called policies basically dealt with them. So the question was, which was more important? Was the additional economic activity that was most important, or the question of the environmental impact assessment? Because if the environmental impact assessment did go in the right way, then this particular pipeline should have been stopped. So that is the starting point. The debate was leading to that. Now this Marine National Park and Marine Sanctuary in Gujarat, they ran for around 140 kilometers along the Gulf of Kutch. It's still there these days. It's located in the intertidal zone of Jamnagar and has recently come to be considered as an excellent oil transit route rather than 1,000 kinds of flora and wildlife. Now it's a common case that as far as the different so-called these types of producers, whether oil, whether petroleum or whatever, these are generally found in the different high seas. So finding it in that particular area is not very different over there. It's not that unique as that. So the choice was in the context of both of these because 1,000 kinds of flora and wildlife, they were part of the question. So creating that pipeline would have meant killing all of them. So these companies, including Oil India Company, Reliance Petroleum Limited, they had already laid pipelines to the national park to transport oil from Kutch. Now the ocean, taking that into consideration, the state finally gave up. Over there, the court's decision was that it is that the sanctuary should stay and the pipeline had to be diverted down the line, not in that particular area. So it was a victory in the context of the